Hey, welcome to the Communication, Leadership and Team Training. And today we are talking about something important. And this is like you're starting a project and you need a team. So you're building your initial team. And one part of the whole thing is like doing planning and all kinds of stuff. But you also want to build a team. So how do you get a team to go on board? So one of the most important things you can do is initially, you didn't have much yet. You have like what you want. Have a name maybe for your project, like, hey, I want to reduce CO2 now, and I want to do something effectively in climate change, have some solution and so on. So you have a title, you know what you're practically going to do, and then you can go and you want to get an initial support team. So let's say you want to have like 6 team members, yeah, and 6 is a good number. And you say, hey, I want to have 6 people working with me, yeah, on my initial team. So, and you define this is like my support team. What is this support team good for? They should be doing something like giving you honest advice, maybe giving you like, oh, I thought about your thing and connect you to some people. But, like give you feedback. You come and say, I want to do X, what do you think? Give you advice. So like really free consultation. By the way, human beings, they always love this, telling people what to do, Have you recognized that you maybe doing this in? I'm doing this right now to you, but this is what people love, telling other people what to do, and giving ideas. And you can say, oh, thank you, that's a good idea. Like, I look into this. Yeah? So you want to have an initial support team. How do you get an initial support team? Well, it takes like 1 hour, maybe 2. It depends on how fast you are talking and stuff, but it's really simple. You pick your telephone, mine's right there, and you pick it, take out your app for contacts, and then you just call to them and like pick somebody like a friend, yeah? Maybe family, yeah, but go for friends and some trusted people and just call them and it's like, hey, and you call, hey Thomas, how are you? Good. And then maybe they are asking you, what are you doing? Or how are you? And then you say, hey, I'm doing this absolutely freaking good project about I'm doing X and like I'm doing reduce CO2, no, I'm doing something about this. And you know what? Could you help me in this project? You don't have to commit really to any big time, so just as much as you are able to do and willing, and then and you don't need to specify yet how much and when. Just saying, hey Thomas, I'm doing this project. Would you assist me like with some feedback and giving me some advice on networking? Really like only as much. I'm just going to call you maybe every now and then and just ask for advice. Can you do that? Like pick up my call and give me advice. Yeah, then like. People are probably going to say yes because you're not specifying really how much and when and so on. You're just saying, hey, would you support me with something like this? And then the people are probably going to say, yeah. If they say no, you might want to consider to delete that contact. But, they would say, oh, yeah, of course, you call me and I give you some advice and we talk like 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, that's cool. I can do that. And that's maybe going to happen every week or every other week or something like this. Cool. People usually would agree to this really easy. So maybe you have to, if you want to have 6, you maybe have to do 8 or 10 calls. But like really, I assume like you pick good friends, ask them, you have 6 people who say, yeah, okay, I can give you honest feedback on your ideas. And like, if you have something, like come to me, tell me, and I'm going to give you my opinion. That's what people like, giving your opinion. And then you say, okay, that's like, you have a team member. That person who said yes knows you are doing a project, who you are, and that they are like supporting you. So they are in your initial support team. So good. What do you do then? Well, you can ask them, hey, I'm like thinking of building for this, this thing, a small WhatsApp group just with these people. And then I can like also make some, let's say weekly or bi-weekly kind of review meetings where I just tell you all, what I'm doing and give you an update about the project, or I post something like what I'm doing. These are the things I keep you updated on the progress of the project. Yeah. So is that fine for you that I put you in this WhatsApp group? And then the people are probably also going to say yes. Huh? So, and then you can have like a Zoom meeting or anything like every now and then and just like really update the people and contact them and say, hey, I have a problem, put it in there. So you have a support team, you have a support structure, really simple, not much of a fuss. You can do this in like 1 or 2 hours and you have your 6 people support team. Isn't that cool? Are these people going to survive your whole project? I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe if you find somebody is like not really liking it, you just ask another one or like build it up to 10. Just have more people like contributing. And then, like you can do all the other team building tasks on what do I really need for, what kind of roles do I have in my team as well, apart from supporting. Do I need like sales and marketing people? Look up all the other videos on the channel for how to build, people in your team, because team building is really important. But getting your first team, you have one team, it's really there. You want to support, want support from them, networking, and if they are like really engaging and saying, oh, the stuff you're doing is really cool, I want to work more in it, offer them more of role. But call this thing something like whatever you want, but like support team, blah, 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 reduce the to now, support team. You have a support team, really good, just ask people to support you. Isn't that cool? So it's really simple to have like an initial team. Why is that such an important team? There are a lot of people in the world will always say nice things to you, but never really be giving you the full truth. But if you really invite people to say, hey, I want to have the bloody truth, you can be bluntly saying your opinion, I will value it in any case. Even you say that's what you're doing is completely utter nonsense, then you understand that person is not understanding it or thinking it's complete utter nonsense. And then you might be thinking, okay, why? And ask questions and, do research and develop your solution or whatever you're offering in your project. Okay? So, very, 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 very important, getting honest feedback. It's like free consultancy. A lot of companies hire consultants to do exactly that because nobody tells them what you're doing is utter nonsense. I know teams which over and over and over again do the same thing and they don't have good results with this. And it's like, why are you doing this? You have like rules and stuff in place which obviously doesn't work because your results in the past were all like not good. So, but you're doing it again. It's like the thing of Mr. Einstein. He said, it's probably Einstein, but it's like, you do the same thing over and over again and you expect different results. That's the definition of crazy. So thank you very much for watching. Please follow the channel.